Good afternoon, good day, and good evening, wherever you are joining from. Hello, hello, hello out there. It's Wednesday again on African Portal TV and radio station. Elsa Rapudi here. And I'm coming to you live from the sunny Pretoria in South Africa. And if you're watching live, please just indicate where you are joining from so that I give you a special shout out with immediate effect. And if you are catching a replay after this show, just indicate under comment section, #replay, and I'll give you a special shout out later. How responsible are you? Are you a responsible person? Ladies and gentlemen, our topic for today is none other than responsibility. What is the definition of responsibility? And what makes you a responsible person? Well, responsibility is a duty or obligation to complete a task. And that task is assigned by someone to you to complete. And every responsibility must be taken seriously, and we should put our best efforts to bring the task to completion. And always remember this, that for everything that you do, no matter what, here we've got Mr. Rob Clark. I welcome you on board, and I really appreciate your support. And always remember that for each and everything that you do it to the glory of God. Just do it to the glory of God. Do it appropriately and do it within the expected time, and see how awesome you will be blessed. And the sense of responsibility should be inculcated since teenage years, as is the best time to learn good habits and principles. And although there is no age to learn something new, you know, learning is continuous. Even now, I'm learning. I've learned something to come and share with you. You will learn something out of the information that I am sharing with you. And it is again the responsibility of us as parents, uncles, aunts, grandparents, teachers, just to mention a few, to make sure that children learn from us to be responsible from an early age. And the responsibility of an individual may change with situation and time. For an example, if you wash the dishes, you have to be responsible and make it a point that you wash them clean, you dry them clean, and you don't break them. And again, the quantum of responsibility usually increases with age. That one is self-explanatory. I won't dwell much on it. And for a student, she or he is responsible for all the academic and curricular activities. And again, to help at home with house chores, or set an example to his younger siblings at home. And at school, he or she can set example for his juniors to be responsible towards the society that they are living in, to be responsible for the nation, so that we develop a responsible nation and being a responsible citizen. And a teacher is responsible for leading the students towards the path of righteousness, to help them learn the values of life as well as concerned subjects. And at the same time, for a teacher, again, she's got a personal front to deal with his responsibilities towards his family, towards the society, and finally, towards the nation. Now, some of you might wonder, what will happen if I don't fulfill these responsibilities? Will there be a penalty for not doing so? Yes, to a certain degree, there will be a penalty. And in case you may lose the purpose of living, and life may seem to be without any goals and challenges. If you are not responsible, you will just be like a leaf that is withered by the wind. And they are gathered and then they will be bent. So it is because to fulfill one's responsibility, you may encounter some adverse situations. And while dealing with those tough times, you are actually learning important lessons and outcomes of those challenging fights will definitely help you further. And I think you will resonate with me that when you are responsible, you know, you will never leave any stone unturned. You will be able to do anything and everything above the sun. Now, let us have a look into the importance of responsibility. Is it important to be responsible as an individual in life? Responsibility is important because it provides a sense of a purpose. And in addition to building resilience amidst adversity on an individual and societal level, just like in addiction, you know, sidestepping responsibility may feel good in a short term, but it leads to exponentially worse pain and suffering in the long term. These are the things that are practical, they are realistic. We see them, we witness them in our daily living. People who are not responsible, they might feel comfortable within a short period of time, but at the long run, they are going to encounter pain and suffering, and it will be late at times to can correct that. So responsibility means being dependable, keeping promises, and honoring out our commitments. If you promise something to somebody, make it a point that you become a man of your word. You carry it out. That is a sign of responsibility. And again, it is accepting the consequences for what we say or do. If you are responsible, no matter how many times a person can ask you one question in different ways, you will just stand by your weight. And it also means developing our potential. Yes, it's true. If you are responsible, you will develop potential. That is positive. That is true. And people who are responsible, they don't make excuses. They don't make excuses. They just embark on what is supposed to be done. And they are the master of their own fate the captain of their souls. And they see potential in each and every situation they find themselves in. And responsibility isn't just doing chores. It's following through on commitments, answering for the actions in a humble manner, and being reliable and trustworthy, using good judgment, and taking care of own affairs and not procrastinating. Responsible people don't procrastinate. When it comes to decision making, they respond within an expected appropriate time, and they act appropriately, and they are trustworthy, they are loyal, and they make it a point that they get the task completed within expected time frame. And how can you become a responsible person in your daily living? Well, this is based on personal responsibility. That is the responsibility to do positive things with your own abilities, using your talents and resources, or the moral responsibility, the legal obligation, the norms, and social role. And again, it can be agency. It is your ability to influence what happens to you. And responsibility. Behavior is made up of some essential elements like honesty, compassion and respect, fairness, accountability, and courage. Responsible people, they don't take sides. They don't have favorites. To them, wrong is wrong, and it needs to be dealt with immediate effect. And how do you embrace responsibility in your daily living? You stay organized. Successful people tend to be meticulous planners. They get organized. And I think you'll resonate with me if I can tell you that all successful people, they plan ahead of time. Like now, it's towards year end. They already have the coming year's calendar. They already have the coming year's year planner. They are already planting seeds now. Come January 2022, they are ready to move. They are ready to work. They are ready to act. So, my friends, wherever you are, start preparing for now. It's not wise to wait for the 31st of December and then you ask yourself, what are my resolutions for next year? No, start now. I'm on my mark. I've already started. I've planted. I'm waiting for January. And again, they automate their finances, successful people. They create passive income. They don't rely just on one salary. No. They can have up to 20 passive income per month. And remember that the Garden of Eden was watered through 4 streams. So why can't we do the same? We have to copy everything that God has approved for us to live the way he wants us to. And again, health is wealth. Most of the people, you hear them saying that, this is so expensive. This I cannot afford. They still have limiting beliefs. People, let us remove that from our mindset. If you ask for something and they tell you the price, it's either you take it or you leave it. Know that everything in life exact a price tag. Nothing is for free, ladies and gentlemen. Even the things that you think that they are free, they are not, because they are already being paid by someone out there. So we have to be responsible when it comes to our health. Eat correctly, sleep enough hours, take adequate water, get enough sun rays into your body, because that mobilizes vitamin D. It is so important. And exercise. And exercise. And purge your social media. And reduce eating out and learn how to cook. That is another sign of responsibility. Takeouts, eating out, it's not doing any good to our body cells. It's not doing any good to our health. How about, my friend, if we start to learn how to cook? And it doesn't matter whether you are a male person or you are anybody, you know, as long as you've got arms, as long as you've got hands, as long as you are mentally sound, you can do anything in this world that you can ever imagine. And responsibility to a child now means being dependable, making good choices, and taking accountability for their actions. But for children, you know, it's still our responsibility as adults to train them at an early age, for them to can be able to make the right choices, for them to can be responsible and take accountability for their actions. You know, even if they commit some errors, to err is error, they must account and explain to you why this thing happened. And we have to correct them, you know, not by making noise, not by shouting at them, because shouting, it's making things worse. It confuses them. And again, that indicates back to us that we are not responsible. So if you are responsible, you will become about who you are. You will be content about who you are. And you will accept your faults, your errors in a humbly way. Just like with a child, if they commit errors, you know, let us support them instead of killing their self-esteem, instead of killing their self-confidence, instead of killing their self-image. These are the things that will cost more money that you can ever imagine to can get them corrected. And I guess at times they will never be corrected, because everything starts with an idea in the mind. So let us try to support whoever. It can be your wife, support her. It can be your husband, support him. You know, be a Proverb 31 women behind your husband. Let us support them. They need us. You know, even with our children, they need us. And the moment you support them, you know, they will embrace you. They will see that, who, this lady of mine, you know, she is so special. Nobody can beat her. You know, I get all the support. I even get more from her. Isn't it awesome? Or just like with us ladies, you know, we have to embrace our partners, embrace our husbands, embrace our spouse, and even our children. Let us give them praise where praise is needed. Because if you're not going to praise them, who else is going to do that? That is going to lower their self-esteem. It's going to lower their self-confidence, and it's going to lower their self-image. And again, as a responsible citizen, we have to look out well-being of others. And charity begins from home. It starts in our homes. Look after the well-being of your wife. Look after the well-being of your spouse. Look after the well-being of your partner. You know, care for them. Be concerned. Find out how are they doing. Find out what is it that you can do for them. And again, as parents, take good care of your kids to build a better society, to build a greater nation. Even with our neighbors, you know, we have to care for each other. Let us care. You know, it's so simple, and it is worth it. Because when people talk about you, the way you care about them, you know, that is going to bless you. It's going to give you a feeling of fulfillment. You will feel so good about yourself because you are contributing into somebody's life. And that is priceless. Nothing can pay, or nothing can be matched against caring. And we also have to understand that we have a part to play in making the world a better place for all of us. And what are the responsibilities of a citizen? You know, as a citizen of each and every country, we have to be responsible, you know, when it comes to paying of the taxes. And again, when it comes to our churches, we have to be responsible to pay the tithes. We have to be responsible, even in our homes, to take good care of our children. If they are attending school, let us pay the school fees. Let us get all the materials that they need for them, you know, to can be well informed at school and to can perform at their utmost best. And again, as citizens, we have to support and defend the constitution of our countries. And we have to stay informed of the issues affecting our communities. Do not be ignorant. No. Be within. Be involved. Get to know who your neighbors are. And by so saying, I'm not saying that, you know, you have to spend most of your time with them. No. Know them. Have their contact numbers. Because you'll never know, one day you might need them. You'll never know, one day they might need you. So keep an open line of communication for a smooth sailing in case of emergencies. And again, participate in democratic processes. You know, there'll be projects that will be done in our communities, like planting of trees. Be there. Be within. Keep your eyes on the ball. Play your role as a responsible citizen. And again, respect and obey the federal, state, of local laws. Laws are there to be obeyed, just to make sure that everything is under control, just with the rules and regulations. When you are supposed to pay whatever, whether it can be the water bill, it can be the electricity bill, do that. And do that with passion. Let us stop complaining that you know, these things are so much, you know, they are always increasing the prices. We cannot. Let us stop complaining. Let us do what we are supposed to do, and let us do that with passion. And again, let us respect the rights, beliefs, and opinions of others. That is a true sign of a responsible citizen. For an example, we've got different religions. Let us respect each other. If I tell you that I'm a Christian, that's enough. That's enough. Don't go deep to dig me down and try to convince me, hey, this is not good for you. 10 years, listen. No. Let us respect each other to make this place a better place for all of us. And is responsibility a skill or not? According to my knowledge, yes, responsibility, it is a skill. And it means you can be counted on to do the job in a right manner. And if you have the strong responsibility skills, you are more likely to hold yourself accountable for the outcomes of your actions. Like I've explained earlier on, that responsible person, they acknowledge their shortfalls, they accept their mistakes in a humble way, and they correct them with immediate effect. There's a sign of accountability. And supervisors and higher authorities in a working environment, they will have trust in you because they can see that you are responsible. They will not doubt you in anything. They will be sure that you will do and complete the job that is allocated to you and within expected time frame. And what goes around comes around. Have you ever imagined if you are just chaotic in the working environment, who will listen to you even if you need some help or favors? Who will do that? And again, when it comes to the benefits that are being offered by the company, do you think you'll be considered? No. When it comes to promotions, do you think you'll be considered if you are not someone who is responsible? Never. It will never happen. So this helps you because it puts you on the right platform. It puts you in the right books. And even someone outside might come asking for help. You will be recommended. How nice it is. You will be recommended with good reference. And more people will like you because of you being responsible. And how do you show responsibility at your workplace? How do you show responsibility at your workplace? Number one, it's so easy, but it has got a meaning. It carries a meaning to be on time. Late coming is not a sign of responsibility. Late coming is not a positive sign that you can be regarded a responsible person. You have to be time conscious. Manage your time, and it doesn't matter the distance that you have to travel until you reach your destination. Wake up early. Set up the alarms to wake you up on time. Get ready on time and leave your home on time. Thinking about the traffic on the way, and even if it's not the traffic, something might happen along the way. And if it happens that you still have time, you stand a good chance of arriving early at your workplace. Unlike if you wait 30 minutes before the time, thinking that, you know, you'll just fly by car and reach your destination in 5 minutes time. It's not safe, even to you, because if your mind is occupied with things, it's so easy for you to can make mistakes. So let us be punctual on time. Let us be time conscious. Let us manage our time. And it's a skill. And, you know, again, when you talk to your boss or your higher authorities, talk to them in a manner that will make you feel good. And not just your boss or your higher authorities, even at home. Humble yourself always. It doesn't matter what situation you are, just humble yourself. And you will see how awesomely blessed you will be. It is so important because the way you present yourself out there is the way other people will treat you, and is the way other people will regard you as a responsible person or not. And again, if you humble yourself, you know, talking to your bosses, your higher authorities in a manner that shows responsibility, they will like you. They will always think of you. In everything that they want to do, they will think of you. And again, be proactive. Sometimes you can't wait for someone else to give you a green light. No. Use your abilities. Use your common sense. And let me tell you, my friend, if you are someone who thinks that someone will come to improve yourself, someone will come to improve your life, you are wasting your time. Do whatever you can in a responsible way with whatever you have, and move on. And move on. And again, look for busy, stressed out co-workers. Go to them, ask them, how can I offer my help to help you? What is it that I can do to help you? I can see that you are busy. It's not nice looking at someone being so busy, running up and down, and you are doing a whole lot of nothing. Maybe you are playing games on your phone, playing games on your laptop. Own it up. Stand out from the crowd and offer help. And it will come back to you in an amazing way. And, you know, you start to have fun. Have fun wherever you are. Let people embrace you. Let them know that, you know, if Elsa is on duty today, oh, I know that we're going to have a good time. Not to say that we're going to be playful. No. Keep the environment positive. Keep the environment healthy for all of your co-workers, even yourself, to can be able to concentrate and focus. And, you know, empower yourself with knowledge and impart with knowledge. Be a positive resource to your department, to your team, and to your organization. Do not be lazy to empower yourself with knowledge. Attend symposiums. Attend those conferences, those summits. Attend them and bring back those nuggets to your team. Or, even if you keep them in your brain, but part with knowledge. Don't be someone who is greedy. Don't be someone who is selfish, who does not want to part with knowledge. No, part with knowledge, because somebody else's success is your own success. Because they will quote you that, you know what? I started to know and understand this thing because of so and so. It used to give me, challenges. But after this person sat down with me, explained it to me in simple terms, ask me even if I'm in my deep sleep, I will give you the appropriate answers. And become an expert. Be an expert, no matter what. Be an expert. So let me hear from you under comment section. Give me the likes, give me the hearts, give me the love, and share this video to the others. And please comment under comment section. Let me get your views. Let me get how you feel about this topic of responsibility. And the qualities of a responsible person is being accountable for one's actions. Yes, whether you did right, you have to account. Much as when you commit some errors, account in a humble way for you to can become more wiser, for you to can become stronger, and to know how to follow various rules, the laws, and the conduct codes. It's so nice if you are empowered with knowledge. And, let me say, for an example, if there'll be an inspection in your organization, I'm telling you, the authorities will make it a point that, hey, Elsa has to be on duty on this day at this time. Please, she has to be here because she can badge when it comes to the codes of conduct. She can badge when it comes to the organogram of our organization. She can badge when it comes to the vision and the mission and the rules and the regulations. Isn't it awesome? It is. And again, being a responsible citizen is to treat others fairly and are trustworthy, honor their comments, and are environmentally aware, and they own up to their errors. These are the solid characteristics of a responsible citizen. And how do you handle responsibility? I want to know from you, all of you in the show now, under comment section. Just tell me, let us share this. How do you handle responsibility? According to me, number one, you have to take accountability. When you accept responsibility for something personally, you are making yourself accountable for it. And if you are not sure of a task that is being allocated to you, do not be afraid to can own it up and say, I have not done this. This is my first encounter. May someone please show me how to go about, and next time I will do it on my own. This is of crucial importance. And again, the second aspect is being goal-oriented. Be someone with goals in your mind. Tell yourself that within this period of time, I want to achieve this goal. And after that, I have to achieve these goals. And when it comes to goals, it has to be something very, very huge, something very big, something that will make you scared, something that will will trouble your mind even if you try to sleep. You know, something that will make you anxious and asking yourself that, will I be able to do this? Will I be able to do this? But I'm telling you, if you focus and you are competent you are repeatedly doing what you want to achieve, you will achieve your goal. That is the right attitude. And in case of a very huge goal, you know, my advice is break it into smaller pieces and celebrate and congratulate yourself with each and every step, because that is going to give you the energy to can move with your goals. That is going to inspire you, to motivate you, and to work harder. And again, when you know what you are aiming for, you will be better placed to work out what you need to do and to get it done. And becoming responsible gives you the freedom and to have a creative response to every situation as it exists. That is when you are responsible. How awesome. And when you are trapped in a karmic loop of conditioned behavior, you are unaware and therefore unable to make different choices. You know, karmic loop, it means that, you know, it's when you've been doing things, you know, wrongly with intentions. And, you know, the karma comes now and visits you. And when that happens, it happens unannounced. You will not notice it. But I'm telling you, my friend, each and everything that you want to do, you know, will just slip through your fingers. And nothing that you want to do will be completed. So let us be on the lookout to act responsibly and to be a responsible citizen, to build a responsible nation. And again, being spiritually responsible is being responsible for your life in the path of spiritual growth and of total freedom. Everything that we do, whether you believe it or not, we have to invite God in our plans. Because without Him, we are nothing. Without Him, we will never be able to achieve our goals. Without His plan, we won't be able to grow and move forward in anything that we want to do. And being a spirit, having a human experience, means we have to step fully into life, into our roles, actions, and emotions. This is when we take a full responsibility when it comes to our lives. And when you have felt like a victim or decided to take a responsibility, you have to think back through your past and change. We change because of our past. We change because of our challenges. We change because of our adversities. We change because of the storms that we once were in. And once we change, we change for the better. It can be two ways. You can change. You change for the worst, or you change for the better. That's an individual's choice. But according to me, if I commit an error, or if I was once in my challenges and I want to change, truly and honestly so, I will change for the better. I won't change for the worst, no. Because it will never add any value into my life. And it will never give you peace. Remember, my friend, all what we need is our peace. And let me tell you this, that, there are people who are money-minded. Each and everything that they do or they think about is money, 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 money. Let me remind you that if you are the type of a person who is money-oriented, know that you are the poorest of the poor person you can ever get on earth. When we talk of wealth, we talk of the empowerment you do to the other people. We talk of the changes that you bring about somebody's life. We talk about the peace of our inner soul that cannot be compared to any human understanding. And that peace, it's something that cannot be purchased over the counter. Those are the things that we say is wealth. But if you think that wealth is money in your bank, no, you've got it wrong. You have to change your mindset. Empower yourself with the literature that is going to really make you understand that money is not wealth. No. And again, every time you take a solid step towards being responsible, and the actions of being productive helps raise self-esteem, your relationships, and trust. As I've mentioned earlier on, that once you are responsible, people will trust you. And even your relationships will improve. Your relationship will strengthen based on your trust, based on your honesty, based on your loyalty. Without you having commitment to your relationships, it doesn't matter what type of relationship that might be, it will never last. It's not a case. I'm not kissing anybody here, but this is just the truth. It is like that. You have to be committed. You have to nurture each and every relationship that you have with anybody out there. For an example, if you want to build your business, you have to be within, and you cannot expect somebody else to build your business on your behalf. You have to play your part. And you have to be passionate in each and everything that you do. Without that, you are most likely that you will never become successful. I know at times, you can be helped. Help is there, but you also need to put some effort. Take courage and take charge of everything that will make you stand out as a successful person. And every time you take a solid step towards your actions, you'll be able to pay your dividends, because this is going to pay you big time. and you're going to have less stress, and you're going to have less chaos full of drama. And the more respectful you will be, you will gain more respect from the others. I want to challenge you and ask you this question now. Do you think if you are not responsible in anyhow, starting with your home, where you're coming from, do you think all the people that you stay with will have respect over you? I want to hear from you under comment section. Do you think that you will be regarded as a responsible person? Let me get your views. But according to my view, you have to be responsible in whatever it takes. In whatever it takes. Be responsible for you to be regarded as a responsible person. You know, all males can be males, but it takes only one to be called dad. All males can be fathers, but it takes only one to be called daddy. Just like us with mothers. We can all be mothers, but it will take only one to be called mommy. And it will take only one to be called a responsible citizen. Not all of us are responsible as citizens, no. But there are those who will be regarded as responsible citizens. Have a look into yourself, discover yourself, and make a change where change needs to happen. Discover yourself and make a change, improve for you to be regarded a responsible person. Make a change as a mother to become a good mother. Make a change as a wife to become a good wife. Make a change as a father to become a good father. And improve to become a responsible partner. Improve to become a responsible husband. It's not all of us who are responsible, no. But it is so nice, you know, when your partner, when your wife, when your husband talks about you, you know, you feel, you know, you feel the confidence deep down from their hearts. You know, that man will be proud and not even ashamed to can say with confidence that, you know, my wife did this for me. You know, my partner did this for me. You will feel it as to the way they express themselves. So, my friends, let us all be responsible by doing everything responsibly so. And when we do that, we will be blessed. And whatever we do, always remember that we are doing it for the glory of God. Even if you wash the dishes or you wash the windows or you polish people's shoes, do it for the glory of God. By doing that, you are writing yourself a curriculum vitae. You are writing yourself a good reference that will market you even when you are there. You are writing yourself a reference that will talk on your behalf even when you are not there. and people will be running after you. And God will see you when coming out and even when coming in. So, my friend, it's time to discover ourselves. Even me, I still have to work on myself. I'm not perfect. No. I still have to work on myself. And I'm busy working on myself. I own it up because I am focused now on personal growth. I'm reading the literature. I'm listening to those videos. I am liaising with successful people, you know, who will use their power and their wealth to help me to achieve my goals, to help me to reach my purpose and to live my purposeful life. It is so important. And lastly, let us be responsible to seek the wisdom from heaven. Because, first of all, it is pure. You know, everything that God has approved for us is authentic, is pure. Just like when you tell, you know, your story about yourself without hiding anything, you are authentic, you are pure, and that is where the power lies. Don't worry about what people might think of you. No, be authentic, because people will resonate with you. And again, you know, the wisdom from heaven is peace-loving. Everything that God has formulated for us has got peace in it. It has got peace. It's peace-loving and is gentle at all times. It does not have chaos. It does not have stress. It's not stress-related. No, it's peaceful and is willing to yield to others. Even when you tell people about, you know, authentic things, authenticity, they will resonate with you because they will feel that you are telling the truth. And they will sense that you are telling the things that are directly related to your heart. And again, it is full of mercy and good deeds. We all need mercy. But the mercy that we need is the mercy of God. We don't have to be at somebody's mercy. No. No. I'm not at anybody's mercy, and somebody is not at my mercy. We are all under God's mercy. That's it. And again, it shows no partiality and is always sincere. You know, when I talk of partiality, it means that, you know, it does no favor. It treats every individual with due respect. It doesn't favor according to your looks, or it doesn't favor according to where you're coming from, or it doesn't favor about who you are. No. And it is sincere, it's honest. And those who are peacemakers will plant seeds of peace. Whatever we do to the glory of God will be peaceful. And remember that once you do that, you are planting a seed, and that seed is a seed of peace. Who does not want to be peaceful? Let me ask you, and let me get your views under comment section. Who does not want peace? Who does not want to be peaceful? Who does not want a peaceful environment? Who likes to be in a chaotic environment? And again, it reap the harvest of goodness. Whatever we do, you know, when we do it appropriately, with love, with authenticity, we will harvest the goodness from the kingdom of God. So, my friend, I don't want to take more time, otherwise Joshua will be angry with me, will be cross with me, and I want to be responsible. So, by so saying, we've come to the end of our show for today. That was Elsa Rapudi, the one and only from the sunny part of Pretoria. I'd like to say, I thank you for your time and thank you for listening to me. Until next time, goodbye for now.
Okay, all right. Okay, thank you so much, George.
All right.
Okay,
Okay.
then, bye.